Well, welcome to Accountex 2024 for the podcast Pitstop, brought to you by Ask the Accountant. I don't know about you, Johann. I think we've got probably the most requested guest on the podcast Pitstop of all.
Queen of Accountex.
The Queen herself, Caroline. Caroline, do you want to tell for the one person who might be listening who don't know who you are, why they should care about you? Give yourself an intro. Go for it.
That was quite an intro yourself. Thank you so much. Yeah, look, hi guys. My name is Caroline Hobden. I am the Portfolio Director for Accountex. I have been working on this show for about 3 years. We've also got many other events in our portfolio, including Manchester. We have a show in Spain. We have a show in Canada. And we do virtual events as well as a newsletter. So it keeps me fairly busy.
Fairly busy. Because a lot of people think that you just turn up to this event. You only got to do this 1 week a year and then you have the rest of the time off, right?
That's like Santa Claus to the accounting world, right?
Oh, no, I need to bring presents next year, don't I? That's what I need to do. Yeah, look, we're busy all year round. This is obviously a massive event. It takes us a lot to put this all together from the exhibiting side, from the program side. We have over 180 seminar sessions. We've got all the other features and extra bonuses that you see around the show. So it does take a lot of time and a lot of people to put it all together. But when you get here and you see it like this, it makes it all worth it.
And the big part about this, or the big evolution for this year, is we get the opportunity to watch back these amazing speakers on demand.
Yes.
Is that any more hard work? Is that kept you up at night? Has that been a tricky one? How's that process been?
Do you know what? This has been a little bit of a labour of love, but we're so pleased we're doing it because one of the biggest feedbacks that we get on every single visitor survey at the end of the show is that people just don't have time to be in. Well, you can't be in more than one place at one time. We've got 180 seminar sessions. And so we wanted to try and find a way that we could say thank you for coming to the show. As a thank you, here are the videos from all the sessions that you missed. So we're not selling these seminar videos. We're not making anyone upgrade their tickets or anything like that. You've just physically got to come and enjoy and be part of the show. And you get the recordings. I mean, must say a huge thank you to Moneypenny, who sponsored that and made it possible.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's the thing is that you've got two options. You can either go out and get sponsorship, and there's so many people here that are willing to sponsor parts of Accountex.
Yeah.
They see the value in it.
Yeah.
Or you charge people for these upgraded tickets and these bolt-ons. And actually, I wonder if for the amount of money that you spend filming all of that, if you've got 12 theatres that you're filming, like, could you ever sell enough upgraded tickets to justify the cost? Or do you just get sponsorship and offer it to everyone for free and get the viewing numbers?
Do you know what? The way that we come at this is that it's not always about the bottom line. At the end of the day, we're trying to build a community here at Accountex. We want everyone to come and feel part of the show. We want everyone to get something out of it. And I think you have to add value without charging for value. There's a very big difference. And so I love to think that of the 10,000 people that are going to be here over the next couple of days, they're going to have that added benefit of getting those videos. So I'm more than pleased to do things like that every time over making more money.
Yeah. And they're really friendly as well, the videographers. So yeah, we loved it.
Oh, good.
2024, big year for Accountex. We thought 23 was huge, but we've done it again. Bigger and better. So what was your first impression this year? When you first came through the door, I suppose, when you first came through, there was nothing here, but when it was starting to feel shape, what did you feel that 2024?
9:15 on day one, I was about to open, you looked around, like...
What was that first impression for you?
Well, my first impression prior to the opening of the show, so when I arrived on Monday, when it's all in build, is that a sense of immense pride that the event industry got absolutely hammered during COVID. Most of the contractors have lost their jobs. So it's taken a little while to rebuild the teams that are behind all these huge contractors that come and build all our shows for us. And seeing the level of work and the speed and the craftsmanship, it's just been such a sense of we're back. You know, COVID did a lot to a lot of people, and including the events industry, and we're back. So that was my first impression. And then moving up to sort of that 9:15 moment on opening morning, another sense of pride, I think, because it's about everyone coming together. And I see all the exhibitors here, the competitors, they're working together. Everyone's trying to get along. And at the end of the day, we all care so much about the accounting and bookkeeping profession that we're willing to just go to the ends of the earth to make it work. So yeah, relief as well, I have to say. Once that show's open, there's a bit of a relief that it's all working out on time. But yeah, just fantastic sense of pride.
As there should be, because there's a lot to be proud about here. Like, it's such a good event. The scale of it just blows me away every year.
Definitely. So what are you most looking forward to then? I know we're in day two, so we're a bit... Is there anything still that you're looking
Or
forward
what
to?
were you looking forward to
Yeah,
the most
at
on
the
day
beginning.
one?
Oh, I mean, we've had some fantastic keynote speakers. We had Lord Philip Hammond here yesterday, who Johann interviewed very well, I might say. And but he was really quite engaging, wasn't he?
Oh, it was lovely.
Really knows how to deliver a presentation.
Yeah.
And there's a lot going on here. I think we're all used to the sort of the atmosphere here at Accountex. You've got all these theatres that are open to all the elements. It's not a quiet conference room.
Yeah.
And so for someone like him, he probably is used to speaking in conference centres and theatres. But he's also used to speaking in Parliament. So I'm sure he's quite used to a little bit of heckling and a little bit of noise. I'd like to say there was no heckling. So many kids. We had Nicholas Hamilton here this morning, who's Lewis Hamilton's brother. Did a fantastic motivational speech. And on top of that, we've got all these amazing extra feature areas. So obviously work with you guys on the podcast Pitstop, which has been fabulous. But we've got other areas. We've got a cyber security zone. We've got the Met Police and the Cyber Resilience Centre giving you advice on how to protect your business.
I also saw they were displaying their latest model of police car.
Yes, that was a little bit of a juxtaposition there. We thought it was quite amusing. We have got a Morris Minor from the 1950s, a police car, but it's so cute. I love it. But so many added value areas. We've got an area for the bookkeepers. We've got a wellness retreat. We have a quiet zone, which is anyone who feels a little bit overwhelmed, which is very possible at coming to a big show like this. You can go to the quiet zone, take a little bit of time out just to decompress before you come back out on the show floor. It's been very popular. And we also have, for the first time, roundtables, which are being facilitated off the show floor. Absolutely packed bursting, and some great discussions taking place in there.
Amazing, amazing. So we see you walking around and you've got an amazing team. So part of it is definitely going to be down to your team. But you are one of the most busiest person we've ever seen during an event like this. And you're constantly having to sort this issue out, sort that issue out. How do you take action from that? What's your pro tips? Because if you can come away from an event like this with an action list ready for maybe improve next year or make Manchester a bit smoother or whatever it's going to be, if you can do it with the amount of work that you do in between, for anyone who's never been to an event or for someone who maybe has come to the first time, what's your recommendation for them so that they can have actionable things from an event like this? What's your pro tip?
Absolutely. And I think it's what I do in my day-to-day job is it's all about planning. You have to plan. And in my job, I'm always thinking about what's the unexpected, what could possibly happen, what's plan A, plan B, and plan C. I think when you come to a show like Accountex, the most important thing is to identify which exhibitors you want to go see. Don't give yourself a list of 100. It's never going to happen. Give yourself a concise list of exhibitors you want to go see. Look at the talks that you want to go see. I do recommend you download the app because you can actually make your own schedule in the app. But if that's not your thing when you get here, we've also got the old sort of ordnance survey style show planners that you can open out and actually mark on it what you want to go see. So I think it's all about the planning. And then in amongst all that, let the networking just happen. Don't be afraid to talk to anyone you see. You're all here. We're all interested in the same subject matter. And I just think it's so important to just be open to those conversations because it could transform your business. It could be the one conversation that you get a light bulb moment or you find a new technology or whatever it is. Just be open to talking to everyone around you.
Definitely. Okay, Aaron's teeing me up here because this is a controversial question.
I like a controversial.
See,
Go on, hit
it's going to be controversial. It'll come from me. Thank you.
me with it.
Right. What do you think of the UK accounting event space at the moment? Because it's busy. You've got Fab, DAS, Accountex, ZeroCon, QuickBooks Connect, the IAB, the ICB, free agent roadshows, all those roadshows, Manchester, Accountex North. It's a busy calendar. Has everyone managed to get enough of a personal brand identity for each event that it doesn't matter that there's so much and people can pick and choose? Do you see it making life more difficult to get registrants because there's so much going on around you? Have you seen a change?
So I think this year has been a little bit different because a couple of the events moved their timeline into the similar time frame to us, into the spring. We must remember that the accounting and bookkeeping profession is massive.
Yep.
There is a lot of people. And, Accountex has been in May since the very beginning, back in 2012. I think it was 2012 that we first launched. And we've got a fantastic following. We're incredibly lucky. But saying that, I think there is enough for everybody. Some people might not be able to make it to London. We have got a Manchester event, so they come to that one. They might prefer to go to an event in Birmingham. I think that we all play very nicely together, and I really appreciate the guys that organise the other events. But yeah, there's enough to go around. And like, I think you can see that we've not been affected. If you can look at how many people have been here over the last couple of days, we have had, I can't say the numbers just yet, they're not official, but we've had some fantastic numbers through the door. So yeah, I think as long as we all work together and not
On
against
par
each
with
other,
last year, better than last year. Give us an indication of the direction we're going in here.
I'll possibly comment. Day one was very successful. I will
That's
say
what I
that.
like to hear.
I will say that.
Okay. I mean, I'm not surprised because it blooming felt it.
Yeah, it was. It was rammed.
So you've been in this industry now for, how long has it been?
In the accounting world, I've been doing this for 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
So in those 3 years, you've had a good chance to really think about the space and what we need and what the bookkeepers need and what the exhibitors need. What have you found so far that you love most about this industry? What's the reason why that you get out of bed and make these events for them?
Oh, that is such a good question. I mean, I've been organising trade shows. The first one I ever did was here in 2001. And I've been coming to Excel pretty much every year since then I've been working in so many different parts of the world and I've done so many different events. I think what's so special and unique about working in the accounting profession, and as cheesy and as corny as this might sound, but it is the people. I have worked across so many diverse industries and professions, and I don't honestly think I could leave this one now because I feel so welcomed by everybody. Every 3 years isn't that long, really. And I feel like everyone's welcomed me so much. Everyone is just so supportive and wants to see the profession succeed and celebrate the profession. And that is something that we probably take for granted a bit, but I promise you it doesn't happen elsewhere. So I think what gets me out of bed in the morning is absolutely the urge and desire to create the best possible events for some of the best people that I've ever met.
I think it's not just about, we all want the industry to succeed, but I think everyone recognises the way we rebrand our industry and we demonstrate what our industry it could be and should be and it's becoming is through events like this.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember who posted it. Someone posted a screenshot of the Accountex website from a few years ago on LinkedIn yesterday.
Oh, right.
Saying this is what it used to look like. And all the stock images of everyone in suits and ties, sat down with their pens and paper.
Yeah.
I mean, you look around, all right, there's gentleman in chinos and his blazer and a shirt. There's no suits and ties.
No.
Yeah,
We're dressed as Ghostbusters, so
yeah. But like, just look at this industry now.
I know.
People wouldn't recognise this as the industry if it wasn't for events like this.
Do you know, it's so funny you say that because I've been surrounded by accountancy my entire life because all my family are accountants. So I thought I kind of had a pretty good grasp on it.
Yeah.
And I remember coming to the first accounting event 3 years ago and I realised that, oh, hang on a minute, no one's wearing suits. No one's wearing ties. Everyone, I have got a whole wardrobe full of suits that I don't wear anymore because the minute I saw what everyone else was wearing, I made my entire team wear our Accountex casual clothes. I get to wear trainers to go to a show, So I am blown away about this industry and how everybody it's very casual, but it's so professional.
Yeah.
And the innovation that's out there and the desire and will to succeed is just huge. And I think if you're dressed comfortably, you're going to create so much more from that. So no, it's a fantastically interesting change over the years.
I love it. So that's what gets you fire in the belly. That's what you love about the industry. What would you change about the industry?
Oh, that's such a good question. I think I'd like to see accountants believe in themselves more. So many people come along to the sessions where people are telling them what to do and how to change their business. I want them to take those tangible takeaways and actually put them into practice. Because I think if you have that self-belief, then you will grow and you will, whether it's leave your business at the company you work for and go start up on your own. It's so scary, but having that belief, they can do it. And I know shows like Accountex can really help with that. You're listening to the experts, people who've done it, but really take away from them those takeaways that are going to help them put it into their own business and watch the success flow. So yeah, belief is very important.
But I think what you've done well, though, is you've got the amazing speakers and that's always been there. I think now you've started to really hone in on those activity and the I forget what the phrase you call them, but these sort of areas like this. But you've got your creating clinic now. You've got your LinkedIn lounge now.
Yeah.
So it's people are taking those takeaways, they're listening to their experts, and then they're actually going to maybe make their first ever TikTok or their first ever Instagram reel or whatever. That's a real key element to it, isn't it?
It really is. And big part of my job is to listen. I'm always trying to listen to what people are frustrated with. What do they need? What are the challenges? And the content creation clinic came out of that. So we work with the lovely Rachel Harris, who's an amazing TikTok celebrity and an accountant herself. And I just used to hear people say, oh, I don't have any clue about social media. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. Let's do a content creation clinic. I've heard people say that, oh, I really feel like I probably could improve my business using LinkedIn, but I don't know where to start. Well, let's work with Ashley Lees, the LinkedIn guy, to actually get that expert knowledge out there. So it's always just about listening and then delivering. And I've talked to people from our advisory board. So we do have a visitor advisory board, and they're all accountants and bookkeepers. And I said, look, what do you want? What do you need? What's not working? And I sent them an email the other day. We only met in like October last year. I think there were 15 things on the list that we came away from that meeting with that we've actually put into practice. Wow. So that's the most important thing for us, is to listen and deliver.
I love that.
Definitely. Okay, what item is at the top of your tech stack that you use all day, every day, and you would suffer without?
It's been a game changer. Especially if you think about from the last Accountex 2023 to this one. What have you found that now you can't live without?
I mean, am I allowed to be so boring and say my phone?
We had WhatsApp the other day.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm glued to it. My emails, social media for me is massive. We have to be on that all the time. It's pretty standard, but it is my phone. I'm sorry, that's not very exciting, is it?
That's
not very exciting.
So a lot of the talk around here has been AI driven.
Yes.
I would say last year was even more of a wow factor for AI, wasn't it? So, we had big stands talking about it. I mean, Sage this year is just dominating with the co-pilot element of it. How do you see AI affecting it? Do you think this is going to be something that is going to be one of those hot topics, just going to continue to gain momentum, or do you think it's going to be flash in the pan? What's your take on it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely here. I mean, we can't ignore it. You can't stick your head in the sand on this one. AI is definitely going to help develop the profession. I think we got to work with it, not try and get scared about it replacing all of us, and we're not going to have jobs in the future. I think we've got to work with it to the future. But we had a really interesting talk yesterday, actually, and this is something that we all forget. We had a lady who came to talk from the Alan Turing Institute, Mari Aiken, and she was talking about the ethics of AI. And I am going to watch that one back. I never have time to watch any of the sessions. I'm going to watch that one back on demand. But I do think that we just need to keep that in the back of our minds as well, and just be responsible with what we're doing.
And what do you think to the vendors then? Because every year they seem to find a way to up their game, don't they? I mean,
their creativity seems endless.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. They are sensational. I mean, I know that we're planning all year round. I know that some of them are as well. And the lengths that they go to. We have a castle here at the show, an actual castle. Yeah. It's amazing. I mean, it's not an actual castle. I do have to keep touching it because I think it is actual brick, and it's not. But you know what? They blow my minds every year that they can come up with these new ideas and fresh ideas. And we've got the most exhibitors we've ever had. We've got well over 300, and we've not been over 300 before. So we are absolutely thrilled with that. You've just got to walk around, haven't you? I mean, it is awe-inspiring what they do. Yeah. So, love working with them. And I'm just so appreciative that they're here with us on this ride. It's a crazy ride, but we're here for it.
And that number, 300, is even more impressive because it feels like there's a better quality than ever before as well, right? In the nicest possible way. Last year, there was a set pattern of typical stands that were going around. Now everyone's offering a little bit different, evolving, and I think that's credit to you for getting them want to be involved in this.
People keep coming up to me and saying, God, there are some names here that I've never heard of. I don't know who's Nagging Panda, all these amazing things. But look, we're here for it. We're always on the lookout for new, fresh and exciting exhibitors, and we're just so grateful to them for joining us.
It's amazing.
Big finale.
Yeah.
Feel free to take a look at any of the cameras.
Okay.
And plug whatever you would like to plug.
Oh, this is so exciting. Okay.
Tell us what's coming up in Caroline's World.
In Caroline's World. Okay, well, I'm going to look at this one, and I'm going to say that the next big thing for Accountex is, of course, Accountex Summit Manchester. It's taking place on the 17th of September at Manchester Central, and we welcome everybody to come along to that show. You're going to get a little slice of what we do here in London. It's a one-day event. It is absolutely fantastic. We love it. So I would really love to plug that. You can still register for free, and there'll be lots of exciting extra elements going on there as well.
And I heard a new practice management software was debuting there.
I don't know which one you could possibly be talking about. I've heard something along those lines.
Disgraceful plug-in. Anyway, Accountex 2024 goes from strength to strength. Caroline, this has been absolutely amazing. It's been an honour to have you on our show. We are so grateful for having you here. Thank you so much. Hopefully we can get more people to get your card and get signed.
Yes.
People who want to get your card signed, so please do it. But that's been it for Accountex 2024. We've still got loads of content coming your way. So make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you follow Caroline. Make sure you
Please
follow
do.
the Accountex team. You best be here for Accountex 2025.